When we hit drives, we want them to give us power, accurate power. We want them to feel effortless. We do not want them to hurt our bodies, but how you are swinging is hurting your body, and it's going to limit how well you play golf for many years to come. Let's fix it. What kind of takeaway do we want to have? We're going to let these arms relax a little bit more, and we're going to actually feel that we're moving something back that way. We're going to feel that we're actually moving an object behind us. Nor do we want to just be trying to turn, where we're turning everything on the inside here, because that creates too much sort of locking up and restriction here, and it's just not a good golf swing, because then we have to basically come over the top. So we need to relieve some tension, and by doing this, we're going to hold the club just in our palms this way. I've kind of got my elbows pointing down, my arms sort of doing a bicep curl like so. And my feeling here is actually just to move this club back, where I'm keeping my arms soft and a little bit of flex in them. Everyone always wants to try and add tension, especially to this lead arm. The only arm that should ever be trying to get straight is actually the right arm, but that's for another lesson. I want us to feel pretty loose and supple here, but we're taking the club away to about halfway back here. And it's the small movement that's just a slight sort of lateral shift. Imagine this was like a really heavy bag of sand. I wouldn't just do this. I wouldn't like hinge my wrist. I would just move it back. And I can feel myself just get into my right side just a little bit. But if I keep that sensation here, and I try and replicate it with the club in my hand, okay? It's just supple. I'm not overly hinging the wrists. I'm allowing momentum to bring it back. I'm just using the most easiest movement in the world, which is here to here. That is my backswing. And you think, well, that's super short. Well, all I'm going to do from here is allow momentum to take me a little bit further, which will happen. But this is where we get to stage 2. So the first one is the takeaway. Supple arms, keeping everything sort of soft and neutral, but I have also made sure that I'm kind of pointing my back to the target by about halfway, approximately. I'm not just here. Now let's get on to that transition. When we get to the top of the swing, a lot of times we all think we need to turn and rotate to get that speed. But as soon as we do that, not only does it put pressure on our back, it also just throws our sequence completely out. It ends up sort of spinning this way. So what do? Well, I want you to understand that it's much more like just throwing something. We're going to hold the club like this again. There's the backswing, soft arms. I'm staying connected. The arms are sort of on top of my chest. I'm staying connected, and then I'm throwing that way. But I'm not rotating through. I'm actually shifting almost a little bit laterally, shifting this way, because that moves everything down and around plenty. But the beauty of this is, when I do that movement, there is very little pressure or exertion on my lower back. If I was to try and sort of rotate, that you see a lot of people talk about, like this kind of movement, like I can feel that right now. But if I allow it just to sort of move and glide, that's the word I want you to have. Glide. When you think about transition, downswing, rotation, all this kind of stuff, all we need to do is drop the arms and glide. We're just trying to glide our body through, glide that club head through with authority, but there is no extra force or pressure at all. So how do we rehearse this? Well, we just keep doing it very slowly and start to notice how much you are rotating. Are you moving laterally enough, and are you pushing off your right side through? And as we swing through, We want those arms to be supple. We're staying connected and our arms are supple, because that's where we have effortless speed. And that's where we get to step number 3. We're going to take the same understanding of the backswing with the softer arms and that transition, okay? We're going to apply it through. We are just allowing everything to stay soft and connected, but we are ensuring that our logo gets to the target, and then we are releasing the club. We're not trying to sort of hold on to it. We're not allowing the club to sort of race past us. We're keeping our arms on top, nicely balanced and soft on top, just like they are here. But I am applying the club and I'm allowing that release to happen. See how that arm's releasing? And I actually get speed, not by trying to straighten out my arms. That's one way of doing it. But if we have supple arms here, we're not pulling them in. We're not keeping them too bent. They're just soft. Just like I would if I was to toss the bag of sand or to toss the club. It's just there. And you will be shocked at how much more whip and speed you get when you're not trying so hard. It's going to preserve your body and it's going to preserve your high scores because you're going to be more accurate. So how do we piece all of this together? Step 1 is the takeaway. Soft, supple, placing it there. As soon as I feel like I'm getting about here, I start transitioning back, just letting that arm drop. Very soft in my arms. It doesn't mean I'm really soft with the wrist and the club is going everywhere, but I'm soft, I'm braced. And then I swing through after that transition. I'm not trying to rotate hard. I'm just shifting, bumping the weight forward, and then I'm soft with the arms again, releasing the club. I'm just going to tap this because you'll be very surprised at how much further you can hit the ball when you're not really trying to. Like, the ball goes where you want with more than enough speed than required. And the best thing is you can do it for many, many years to come. Good drives do not have to hurt your body. Thanks for watching. Now, if you want to make the swing feel even better and give you that extra speed without causing problems to your brain or body, this lesson is what you're looking for. I'll see you next time.